Welcome to Cruise Kibitz, where we give you all the advice that you didn't ask for.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cruise Kibitz. My name is Siobhan, and I am from Parkers on the Go.
My name is Kiki, and I'm from Team Reese Travels.
And I am Cheryl, also known as Sig Cruiser.
And together we are Cruise Kibitz. And today we want to have a quick discussion with you about a topic I think everyone could learn something from. What is the cheapest month to cruise? And I think we all may have around the same range, but we could have different opinions about it. So I think we'll go with you first, Kiki. What would you consider to be your cheapest month to cruise?
So I feel like our cheapest month has been around that like September, October range. We cruise September a lot, honestly, because that's when our anniversary is. And it seems like right after like kids go back to school and hurricane season is coming in and you are not having like there's no real major holidays around that time of the year. So like past that, what is that, Labor Day holiday they
Yeah.
said in September. And before you get into like the busy holiday season, that seems to be like the sweet spot for us.
Yeah. I agree because I feel like everybody's scared to cruise around that time frame because hurricane season. I think it's us seasoned cruisers who are just like, hey, it'll be okay. We'll go out here and give it a shot. What about you, Cheryl? What do you think?
For me, what I have noticed, the best time for me to get the best rates, especially as a solo cruiser, is actually right after Thanksgiving and up to that first or second week of December. So between Thanksgiving and Christmas, the rates seem to be, really, I can't say cheap, but they're cheaper during that time frame. And that's actually a time where I look to if there's like any expensive or more expensive cruise that I want to do. Like I'm eyeing that for maybe like a Disney cruise or something, and kind of keeping my eye on that time frame for that type of cruise. But yeah, typically, right after Thanksgiving, right before Christmas, that seems to be a good time for me,
Yeah.
for rates.
Mhm.
And I agree that's like the sweet
Mhm.
spot because the cruise lines are really going to try to push those sales on you just because they're trying to get people to continue to cruise even up to the holiday.
Mhm.
But I am wondering if anyone is familiar with the term wave season and that frame of year, that time of year. I will say for us, we found our best and cheapest cruise during that time frame, which was January of this year when we took a cruise on Disney Magic. We had found a 5-day cruise for under $1,400. And that is really kind of unheard of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your face. Yeah. On Disney, right? 5 days, yes. And so that's really unheard of. And I
Mhm.
think, I say, wave season because the cruise lines are trying to push everyone to that time of year, that January to early March sweet spot, just because everybody's finished cruising for the holidays. The kids have gone back in school. You spend all your money on Christmas and Thanksgiving. And now it's time to get back to the real world, and the ships are not full. So you can find good deals that time of the year as well. But I feel like depending on what you want to do as far as your budget and your family, your cheapest time of year to cruise may be different from others. For Kiki, it is in September, and for Cheryl, it is in December, early December, and for us, it's in January. So I think we're kind of all in that sweet spot of the last quarter of the year. Any other things you would like to bring to light as far as cruising and how to find the cheapest cruise before we head out?
Go ahead, Cheryl.
Okay. I would say from a solo cruisers out there, to me, you just have to keep an eye open because Every once in a while, maybe not so much today as in the past, but still there are, like last minute deals that you can find, or, you just have to keep your eye open for, deals, especially if you're going to book a regular room, it's double occupancy, and you're looking for, just a solo. So you want to find, some type of deal that's going to cushion that and make it easier. You just got to keep your eye open for, just random deals, any time of the year. So,
Yes.
Yep. Look, we were on the same page because I was going to say something very similar.
okay.
Like, don't count those other months
Right.
out. Like, don't stop looking for cruises during those time periods because, like everything else, there's always outliers. Spring break, that should be a heavy, expensive time to cruise, right? Because so many people are trying to vacation at that time. I've taken one of my least expensive cruises during spring break. I took RJ on a cruise, was so cheap during spring break
Yeah.
one year. The cruise the three of us took together, that was one of my most least expensive cruises. That was in February, and actually I'm eyeing another February cruise for the same dates. That's very inexpensive. So it just can vary. It depends on what deals are out there. It depends on your own personal deals that are available to you sometimes, depending on what the cruise line is. You just
Yes.
gotta do the homework and find it, or find a travel advisor to do the homework for you. We have two right here on the screen. I got one at work, but yeah, that is the benefit also to working with a travel advisor that knows how to seek out those opportunities for deals for you. So,
Yes.
yep.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, ladies, for those great tips on how to find inexpensive cruises and what we consider our cheapest time to cruise.
Mhm.
And with that, Cheryl, what do you think?
I think we should call this a podcast.
And I 100% agree. And until next time, happy cruising.
Happy cruising.